Hi, guys. Hi. Happy Friday. This is attorney Marina Shepelsky, the founder of Shepelsky Law Group. Waiting for people to join before I start talking here. Um, Hello. Hi. Welcome. All right. Happy Friday. Immigration news with attorney Marina Shepelsky this morning. I'm Marina Shepelsky, the founding partner, owner of Shepelsky Law Group. We're a group of lawyers who are here to help people legalize in the United States, help bring you and your loved ones to the United States, make your American dream a reality. And every Friday we do the show so that you guys can ask me questions, that I can tell you about the immigration news out there, what's important for the world of U.S. immigration. And I prepared some topics, and something new that happened was that there was a big case, a big arrest made in federal court against a group of people in LA, in California, who were basically organizing fake marriages and fake abuse VAWA cases. And that happened this week. And this showed us that you should never underestimate the U.S. immigration system. You should never estimate our authorities, the police, the prosecutors, the courts. You should never think that they're stupid and you can hide things from them if you're just better than them at fake stuff. It always catches up to you. This group of people thought that they have something great going, that they can show people how to lie to the VAWA unit, how to make sure that these people that they married, the U.S. citizens who disappeared, who didn't want to participate in this, we don't need them. We can do this without them. The VAWA process is so easy to manipulate, they thought. In reality, it's really difficult to manipulate. And as soon as you get one, they start testifying against everyone else. And this is how all the information comes out. And this is a big federal case. A big announcement was made. So just to put everybody on caution that these paralegals, these assistants that are not lawyers, because lawyers sometimes would do it, but lawyers would never take this to this kind of an organized level, and this is something that they just would not do. They just wouldn't do it. So it's important to go to a lawyer. It's important to be truthful. It's important not to underestimate what fraud can do and what it cannot do. And this kind of thing always comes out eventually. And then they will get lists of all the clients that are feeling safe right now. But in reality, they're not safe because they're going to go back and they're going to take those green cards away. And they will look into those cases all over again. And just the fact that this kind of a paralegal was involved in your case is a red flag. And maybe they won't do anything now, but when you go to become a U.S. citizen, it's definitely going to come up. I have to turn on do not disturb. Sorry about that. I'm back. I had to turn on the do not disturb because you guys know I always forget to do that. Okay, so what are the topics that I had prepared ahead of time? Winners of the diversity green card lottery were announced today. Not today, this week. This week they were announced. 55,000 people won. And what does that mean? It's a chance at a green card. It doesn't mean automatically that if you won, that you're getting this green card. How does it work? You get a number, and if your number was selected, they will get to your number eventually. If it happens in the fiscal year that you won in other words, let's say you have a number 10,003 and you were selected, and every month there's a visa bulletin where the Department of State shows what numbers they're looking at from the diversity lottery. So when they reach you, If it's still within the fiscal year that you won, so this was for the 2023, that means from October 1, 2022 to September 30th, 2023. If you still get selected, your number, they reach your number in that time, you can immediately file for a visa or a green card if you're in status inside the United States, like if you're in a student visa or in a business visa, okay? So that's what that means. And if you won, congratulations to you. And I hope that you'll have a good interview. Remember to be honest. Remember to be truthful. Don't hide anything. And you have a great chance of getting it. Excuse me. There's an improvement in how you can check how long your case will take now, right? I'm just going to say some hellos because people are so good to me and you guys watch every week. Hi, Jonathan. Roshana says hi. He's asking me about the work permit. I'll get back to you. Christy says, good morning, Marina. Happy Friday. Have a blessed weekend. You too. You have a blessed weekend as well. All right. So getting back to what I was talking about, there's a new, better way of checking how long your case will take with USCIS. You go to USCIS, check processing times, and they now have exact time periods that they calculated using the 80% average. What does that mean? So let's say you have a work permit case, I-765. You choose from the drop-down menu, I-765. You choose the category you're in. Maybe it's based on a family case adjustment. Maybe it's asylum. And you choose the service center that's working on your case. You can look at your receipt notice for the I-765. The service center is in the bottom left corner. So you know where it's at. It could be Nebraska. It could be the National Service Center. It could be Vermont or Texas. And then you find from the drop-down menu that service center. And now you see a number. It could be 8.5 months. That means that 80% that they worked on in that service center took, on the average, 8.5 months. Some more, some less. But on the average, that's 8.5 months. In other words, do not call them until it's at least 8.5 months from the time filed. They're giving you a more realistic expectation now. They're not giving you these ranges like they used to say from between 6 months to 13 months. No more. Now you get one number. It's an 80th percentile. So most of the cases in your category in this service center took that long. Now, of course, you're going to tell me it doesn't mean that they're expediting or making any of these waiting times less. Not at all. But at least now you have a clear expectation how long it will take. Okay, again, the June 2022 Visa Preference bulletin came out. What does that mean? It's the chart where they show based on what kind of a family petition you have, a U.S. citizen filing for sister or brother, U.S. citizen filing for married kids, category F3, brothers or sisters is F4, unmarried adult kids of U.S. citizens, F1, and the dates that they're working on. Once again, the dates did not move. So it's now 11 months that the family dates did not move. What does that mean? They didn't expedite anything. They're still catching up on issuing visas to the people that the dates are there for. Those people, they're still getting their visas. They cannot move forward until they finish with those people. They're taking the time and all the COVID delays catching up to them. So everything is now delayed by another year, so that you understand. New rule was also announced this week about the extension of work permit renewals. Everyone who filed to renew their work permit, and I'm going to say a quick hello to Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Everyone who filed to renew their work permit, USCIS said, look, your old ones, you can now use the expired work permit for up to 540 days, a year and a half. So it went from automatically extending when you file, and you had a letter that says that, 180 days to 540 days. So they're saying we could take as long as a year and a half to process your new work permit. You're not going to hear from us. You just have to wait And this law, you can show your boss or your manager or supervisor that we are extending your old one automatically without you having to do anything by 540 days. And that means that don't bother us for 540 days. I'm just explaining to you what that means. And that's all I had prepared for today, because this time I wanted to give you guys more time to ask me questions, and I only have half hour today. Rashan is saying, good morning. Hi. I had to apply for the work permit EAD I-765. Can I be able to renew a new EAD rule 500 days? Thank you. So basically what they're saying is, if you applied, you now have to wait whatever time you have to wait, but don't bother them. It's automatically extended by 540 days. Okay, so your old one, the expired one, was automatically extended by 540 days. Jonathan is saying hi again. Ian is saying, after 5 long years of domestic abuse from my spouse, Monday I was granted my 10-year green card. Wow, this is amazing. And you got eligibility to become a citizenship. And Ian is saying, thank you so much for all your advice and keeping me calm through this trying time. My God, Ian, thank you for this comment. Thank you so much. This means the world to me. This means all the work that we do, and we have a big team in our office. I'm not the only one. You know, sadly, most people in my office are too shy and they don't want to be in these videos with me, and the time never works out, whatever. But we have a big team, and everyone works so hard to make people like you legalized and happy, and we're happy that you're happy. All right. Congratulations, people are saying. Thank you for posting, Ian. Milton is saying, hi, Marina, you look beautiful as always. Thank you. I decided to look a little more professional today. I'm wearing my Chanel, it's not Chanel. It looks kind of like that Chanel style jacket. I can't afford a Chanel jacket. It's insane. I'm not going to pay, I'm not going to pay $3,000 for a stupid jacket. First of all, they don't make it in my plus size. Let's start with that. Maybe if they made it in my size, which a US size, I'm probably like 16, 18. They don't make those sizes in Chanel, but even if they did, I wouldn't spend $3,000 on it. But this looks like kind of like that style, the checkered and like the fuzzy. All right, Milton Torres says, hi, Marina. So I will be traveling with my advanced parole and work combo card after being illegal in the US 18 years. I'm nervous. Don't be nervous. If you received that combo card, that means they looked at your case and decided you're okay to travel. And I do wish you luck. And my advice is bring your advance parole and your passport. And just in case, bring the receipt notices that you have the green card pending, that you have whatever else, like your I-130 or I-360 pending. Whatever you have that the advance parole is based on, just in case, bring those receipt notices with you. Advance parole, unexpired passport, and you're in good shape. It'll be so quick, you won't even know that it happened. So Ian is saying that his marriage was wonderful in the beginning. This is every story for VAWA, for abuse. And he didn't need to have the C9, but now he has his work permit for 3 years prior. Chrissy says, I always look nice. I try. Yesterday I did a Russian language live, and I wore like a full face of makeup. And this morning I was so itchy from the allergies. Once again, it's just lipstick for you guys. I'm sorry. All right. So let's talk about VAWA, since Ian so greatly brought it up. And he said VAWA is not a joke. USCIS was very thorough with their research. Correct, Ian. Correct. And people underestimate USCIS all the time. And generally, I find that people immigrants often underestimate the American legal system. And some of it is because Americans seem very open, like they're always smiling, they say hello, they always ask you, how are you? People sometimes mistake kindness for weakness, and it's not true. And they have a really amazing computer database type system when they now link all the visa records to all the immigration forms, to all the FBI information and the CIA information. It's all in one computer system. So people are always shocked that when they go for their US citizenship exam, once again, it comes up everything that happened before they even came into the United States. All their names and passports come up. And things that you thought were never, ever going to come out always come out. So we never, ever recommend to our clients to lie. We had a lady who, the way we do a consultation is we have our legal assistant call after the pay for the consultation and collect the story, the document. So she gave us the story and said to my legal assistant, and then the other lawyer in my office emailed it to me for just like have a second opinion. But she said to me, Marina, I don't know what to do here. The lady admitted to like lying. She left. She re-entered the United States with another person's passport. And I said, listen, we are not going to help her lie anymore. If she wants us to help her, we can. We're not going to say no, but we're going to have to now admit to everything that happened that she told us. Now that I know what happened, I'm an officer of the court. This lawyer, the other lawyer in our office, she is the officer of the court. The legal assistant works for us. We all know now what happened, and we're not going to lie to the government and cover up whatever you covered up. It's just not how we work. And I don't need that kind of business. So I said, explain to her that we can help her, but she's going to have to come clean and admit to all this stuff and face the consequences. And only then she can legalize and sleep at night. So that's just something that we do. And this is a good example to show you guys how we all work as a team. Yuri Cabrera says, thank you for everything you do for us to keep us informed. Thank you, guys. I'm really happy that you guys are so focused and staying with me all this time that I'm doing the show and following up and every week tuning in and watching until the end. Thank you so much. Yuri and African Sage are talking about how long it will take to file the C9 work authorization. Okay, so African Siege is asking, how can one work while waiting for pending VAWA? So the work permit you're allowed to file while waiting for VAWA can be of two kinds. First of all, on the VAWA form, I-360 form itself, there's a question if you want a work permit. We always check off yes, always for our clients, right? That means when your VAWA is approved, and only when it's approved, you get the first kind of work permit through VAWA, which is based on VAWA. But that you have to wait for like 2.5 years that it's now taking for VAWA. Like right now, VAWA is taking 2.5 years on the average, maybe 2 years, but around 26 months or so. Okay, the second kind of work permit you are entitled to when you're filing for VAWA is file with the VAWA a green card application, form I-485. That's called adjustment of status application. You can ask for a work permit based on that, not so much on the VAWA itself. And these are different categories, right? So the VAWA, when we do the form for VAWA work permit, it's C31. That's the category of the law that allows people who won VAWA to have that work permit. The other category that we use to make sure that the person filing for VAWA gets to work quicker, and those applications take only like 8.5, 9 months right now on the average, is based on C09, which is based on pending family adjustment. So VAWA is like a family adjustment. We can use the C9. So for our clients who are eligible, we do the I-485 and the work permit application based on the C09. Some people are not eligible for the second kind. Some people are getting VAWA that have old orders of deportation. So I don't always file the I-485, but most people are eligible, and we do file based on the I-485 and the C09. So that's the only way you can work. You need a work permit to work. That will trigger getting a social if you don't have a social, and you do it based on C09 or C31. C31 being a long wait. The alias base says, during the abuse of the abuser was resident. Now he's a citizen. May I apply for status change too, or just VAWA? VAWA alone. When you get the VAWA, you have your own process. When you file for VAWA, you disconnect from your abuser, first of all, and you get your own process in immigration now. So that's what I want to explain. Now, the fact that your abuser is a U.S. citizen probably will make your VAWA a little faster because they move faster when the spouse was or is now a citizen. That's it. But you will get a 10-year green card, and you will have to wait 3 years before you become a U.S. citizen. All right. And African Sage is saying, I'm a new sub. Thank you. I'm so frustrated. I hear you. This whole process is extremely, extremely frustrating. And I'm always frustrating myself because, you know, I'm with you guys in this process. Believe me, when I file for you and you start calling me, like we had a client emailing our team, and they sometimes include me too. She's so frustrated. We filed for VAWA for her in October. We also filed for the work permit. That was like a couple of months later. And she's so frustrated because she had another lawyer. She switched to us. It's not clear who's getting these letters. We are getting whatever we filed, all those letters, but it's not clear who's getting some other letters. And we had to email directly to the VAWA unit. And I signed this task to this other attorney yesterday to manage, to find out what's going on with her green card. Because what I'm seeing online is one thing, but we don't have a letter, and they're saying they mailed out a duplicate notice. We never got that notice. So, you know, it's very frustrating for me when I'm getting all these emails and all these calls from clients. It's also very frustrating. It takes a lot of time from doing other things, having to explain this frustration, this delay to people. And it's just so embarrassing for the American immigration system to be this delayed right now. But it is what it is. Ian is telling his story of how he, as a man, was abused. By the way, Johnny Depp, is everybody watching that? Oh my God. Such a perfect story for VAWA. If he wasn't a U.S. citizen, he could totally file and win. His wife was so abusive to him and tried to gaslight him into thinking that he is imagining it. She did terrible things. What a case. Wow. Okay, Ian was saying he got married to a U.S. citizen. Marriage was great, and then it was abusive. He has his work permit from the start, and then he got a 2-year green card at this point. Pedro is saying, if I have DACA, will it make my VAWA case easier, or it doesn't matter? I still have to apply for VAWA work permit. You don't need to apply. If you have DACA, you don't need to apply for the work permit through VAWA. But it's just automatic. You might get it even if you don't apply for it, because the form for VAWA has a question if you want work permit, and normally people say yes. So I would recommend just checking that off. I don't see why you need to file a separate form, I-765, you know, and that's it. So your DACA case is not going to affect the VAWA so much. It might make it a little longer because you have immigration history and they will double check it, but not much longer. Zachary Jr. is saying USCIS denied his marriage I-485 case after failure to appear at the interview. So that means you didn't go to the interview because probably your spouse was abusing you. I filed for VAWA. I got my prima facie approval. My work permit along my travel document. Is it safe to travel? Absolutely. You're fine to travel. They gave you the advance parole so you could travel. All right. I'm going to check if I have any questions on Facebook. I don't see any questions here. I think I answered everything on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Save up some questions for next week. I'm sure something interesting is going to happen this week. And I look forward to talking to you all next Friday. I'll keep my eye out for really cool stuff, and I'll be posting through the week. By the way, I have a great TikTok channel. Actually, I even have 2 of them. So I invite you to find me on TikTok, and I invite you to look at my videos. I sometimes try to make really short videos with, you know, educational information, stuff for immigration law that's really useful. And we also on Facebook. And here on this channel, on YouTube and on Facebook, I'm always posting interesting things too. Alan is asking me to answer his question, but I don't see it here. Oh, there are some questions here, Alan. I don't see Alan. I don't see your question. Joseph is saying he's in Phoenix. Hi, Joseph. Oh, Joseph. He says, good morning. I've been waiting for my asylum interview for 5 years. I have no idea when I'll be ever called. I don't know either. I don't know what to do either. Joseph, this is terrible. I cannot help you right now. Alan, I don't see you. Sadly, I don't see your question. It's like not showing me everything. Suzette is saying she's watching from Philippines. Thank you. Oh, Jonathan's asking that he may have missed my answer, but will immigration court send me a letter after terminating deportation order? No, there's no other letter. If you have the letter that you were terminated deportation, that's it. Your order is the letter. There's nothing else. Suzette is saying that her case was received. She has a receipt notice. What's the next step? Wait for biometrics. That's the next step. You will have to do fingerprints. Yuri is saying happy Friday. It takes about 3 years for the VAWA. The work permit takes about 9 months, 8.5 months. And thank you for watching. Just going through the questions to make sure I didn't miss anything. Alexandra is saying, hello, Marina. Hope all your team doing great. Thanks for being super productive and helpful for all of us. I have a question about Ukraine. Thank you. If my mom came here for the Uniting for Ukraine program, can she change and get tourist visa while she's in the U.S.? No, she cannot. No, you cannot. The Uniting for Ukraine is a humanitarian parole. And she can in the future get her tourist visa, but not while in the United States, because right now she has that status. Pedro is saying if I have okay, I answered this. Sorry, I'm just going through all these questions. All right, thank you for all you guys do, because Kelly's saying thank you to me for all that I do. Have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. Oh, Alan, finally his question is here. Alan, I see your question. If the abuser, VAWA abuser, infected you with HIV, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Do I have to send it proof? Do I have to send them proof of the infection? Or wait for them to ask me? I would send it. I don't think that we should wait. I always try to send as much as possible from the beginning, and then wait for them to ask for more. But I don't see why you need to wait. Okay, I don't see why you have to wait. Send it now. I think you should send it now. Now, for real. Have a great weekend. Wrapping up here. Have a blessed weekend. Bye, guys. See you next week.